Please subscribe to Facetv Africa and turn the notification on. Facetv Africa, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ subscribe hete.
Face TV was Swoby.
General Muhammadu Buhari banned foreign rice in Nigeria, and then he closed Nigeria's borders for 2 years. When he closed Nigeria's borders for 2 years, there was unprecedented capital flight out of Nigeria. The biggest supermarket chain, ShopRite, had to leave Nigeria. Thousands of people were thrown out of their jobs. Unemployment went through the roof. We now have, according to Bloomberg, this year we're going to have the highest unemployment rate, 33%, the highest unemployment rate in the world. And then last week, Lai Mohammed says that all Nigerian manufacturers and all Nigerian companies that advertise on foreign media, that's like BBC, CNN, Al Jazeera, whatever it is, they will be paying a fine. And then, only to find out that Buhari now announces, and right now, that he's coming to the United Kingdom to see his doctors. So Nigerians cannot access foreign rice. He's closed the borders. He asked the CBN not to give forex to children who are schooling abroad. But then he comes to see his own foreign doctors, when even entrepreneurs cannot even advertise on the foreign station. Now, that's double standard. That's hypocrisy. And we're not going to stand for that. Now, listen. General Muhammadu Buhari is now here in London assessing his doctors. In Nigeria, he left on the day that doctors, resident doctors, began a strike. So now Nigerians don't have access to doctors, and then this man is coming to a foreign country. Why are Nigerian doctors on strike? Because they are not well paid. And how much is he? He's here paying millions of naira to his foreign doctors. Now, how can we stand for that? Think about that. As I speak to you right now in Nigeria, resident doctors are on strike. Judicial workers are on strike. The Association, Academic Staff Union of Polytechnic Workers are on strike. Just 2 days ago, some hoodlums went to Imo, the correctional center, the prisons there, attacked it, and freed 1,800 inmates. In Shiroro local government in Niger State, 100 communities, now I didn't say 10, 100 communities have been occupied by bandits. In Kaduna, Kaduna is just like the unsafest place in the world right now. 8 members of the Redeemed Christian Church of God are with the abductors, bandits. The whole country is at a standstill, it's shut down right now. And then you have this man who's left the country, and then he's here. Look, the only thing that the Buhari cabal do with Nigeria is to exploit Nigeria. And why do I say this? Buhari is here with his London doctors. His wife lives in Dubai. She shops in London. His daughter Zara, when she wanted to have a baby, she had a baby in Spain. When his son Yusuf was sick, he was flown to Germany. So all his children, I'm not saying some of his children, all Buhari's children schooled in England. So now, what do they need Nigeria for except to exploit Nigeria? He's been president now for 6 years. Has he built a hospital? No. Now, when I was here on Friday, I said that he had budgeted 10.2 billion naira for the Aso Clinic. Later, the Guardian newspapers of Nigeria told me I was wrong, that the actual figure is actually 13.59 billion. That's $37 billion. Now, he has actually budgeted more money for the Aso Clinic than all the general hospitals in Nigeria. And yet that clinic cannot treat him. His chief of staff, Abba Kyari, had coronavirus. That clinic could not treat him. He died in a private hospital. Just 2 days ago, his own personal driver died. So what's the point? What's the point? This man came in, made all kinds of promises.
Okay, so sorry, what are you asking for? What are your demands?
It's very, very clear with the hashtag harass Buhari out of London. Go back to Nigeria and build hospitals in Nigeria for yourself and the masses. Only 5% of Nigerians have access to doctors. Nigeria has one of the highest infant and maternal mortality rates in the world. Go back. By asking Muhammadu Buhari to go back to Nigeria and build hospitals, not just for himself. He's been president for 6 years. When this coronavirus thing happened, China built a world-class hospital in a week. In this country, the United Kingdom, they built a world-class hospital to cater it, one of many, in 3 weeks. In the United States, in New York, it was done in 2 weeks. This man has not even built a hospital to cater for the coronavirus pandemic. He's been president for 6 years. What has he done? He met a foreign debt of 10.2 billion. Now our foreign debt is 34 billion. Where has that money gone to?
Oh,
he
okay.
took a loan from China,
All right.
$1.2 billion to build a railway in Niger Republic.
All right.
At Nigeria's expense.
Sorry to cut you, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
These are facts, and because of timing, we have seen most of
I'm-
this
thank you for
on
saying
your
that they're
on your timelines and all that, and your followers. We have seen most of these things you're saying.
Yeah.
But I'm going to ask you: is it against the law or constitution in Nigeria for the president to seek medical care abroad, or the grievances are solely based on morality and not the law, or what is it based on?
No,
What you're asking
listen,
for?
it's not the law. It's based on the promises that this president made. When he was campaigning, he made promises. He said that medical tourism was going to end for public officials. He gave those promises. When he was coming, he blamed the past administration. The past administration built hospitals. The previous administration built the National Trauma Center in Abuja. They built the National Obstetric Fistula Center in Abakaliki. They built cottage hospitals in each of the 6 geopolitical zones. They upgraded UBTH and NUS. As a matter of fact, for the first time in Nigeria's history, UBTH did stem cell transplants. The National Trauma Center was commissioned by the former president on August 11, 2014. They built hospitals. He said that administration was bad. He could do better. But he hasn't built one hospital. The previous administration built one. Look, there are 13.5 million out-of-school children in northern Nigeria. The previous administration built 165 Almajiri schools for them, built 9 new federal universities in North. What has he done? We are asking him, go back to Nigeria, build hospitals that you can use and that the masses of Nigerians can use. I'll give you a very good example right now. If you, Samuel, are in Nigeria and then you get sick, what can you do? There's nothing. I put a video, I think it was just 3 days ago. Our soldiers in Borno, they were driving and then they ran over a mine. There was no medical evacuation team for them. The video is so gruesome. They were there screaming and crying, and then their commander-in-chief has come in one of his 10 presidential jets to assess healthcare in London. They think about it. You're not building hospitals for the people back home, and you're here in London. Go back. I'm here to harass him to go back to fulfill his civic responsibility to build hospitals, to build social infrastructure. This is a man who's spending.
All right, that takes me to the issue you just mentioned about insecurity in Nigeria. What do you think could have been done in terms of insecurity?
Insecurity in Nigeria is a function of the unemployment in Nigeria. I mean, it's just it's a Malthusian theory. Where there is unemployment and poverty, there's going to be insecurity. When this man came in as president on May 29, 2015, Nigeria's unemployment rate was 10%. Actually, it was 9.8, but I'm approximating it to 10%. Now, as I speak to you right now, according to the National Bureau of Statistics, our unemployment is 33%. And according to Bloomberg, this year, that's going to be the highest unemployment rate in the world, bar none. Currently, Namibia is number 1. But what Bloomberg is saying is that when Namibia does their next reporting, Nigeria is going to overtake them. So right now, we are the world headquarters for extreme poverty. The insecurity is as a function of unemployment and poverty. So if you have a president like this, who's not serious with his job, who promised to create jobs, and yet under him he's lost so many jobs that he did not create, that other people created, and then we have an unemployment rate of 32%, of course this is going to happen. It's not coincidence that the insecurity in Nigeria is worse in the northeast, because in the northeast, the unemployment rate there is actually much higher. It's at 67%. So that's the reason for the insecurity.
Okay.
I mean, how can we have Nigeria being the 3rd most insecure country in the world? Syria is a war-torn country. Syria is more secure than us. Only 2 countries in the world are more insecure than Nigeria. That's Afghanistan and Iraq. How can we have that?
Okay, sir. Thank you. That leads me to the fact that the present administration, they've alleged on several occasions that the security challenges they inherited from the previous administration is the primary cause of the widespread violence being recorded now. And to a large extent, you are part of that administration at one capacity or the other. What can you say about that?
That is not true, because this administration, you cannot be a judge in your own case. So they cannot say that, and I cannot say that. The only people that we can quote are the Global Terrorism Index. The Global Terrorism Index is based in Europe. It's not PDP, it's not APC, it's not opposition. It's a European body, and it's the only body in the whole world that is given the mandate by the World Economic Forum as to adjudicate on which countries are secure or not. And then the Global Terrorism Index said Nigeria was less secure under the previous administration. Now we are more insecure now. I mean, this is 6 years into this administration. If you are still blaming past administrations, then you should just pack your bags and go. Because that's an admission of failure. When you're blaming others, you are saying that you are not in control. And that's what it is. Former President Jonathan did not blame, he took control. I mean, former President Olusegun Obasanjo did not blame, he took control. Why is this man blaming? He was not elected to blame, he was elected to solve the problem. Yet, the problem is now becoming worse under him. Before, we had Boko Haram, we had contained them to the northeast. Now, there's mayhem in Nigeria. You have Boko Haram in the northeast, you have bandits in the northwest, in the north central, you have killer headsmen. Then you have the challenge that you're facing in the southeast, and then in the southwest, you've got in Sunday Igboho saying that, okay, he wants to declare Oduduwa a republic. Tell me, where is safe in Nigeria? At Aso Rock, there was a shootout between the president's wife, Aisha Muhammad Buhari, and his nephew, Sabi Itunde Yusuf. So even the presidential villa is not safe, and the president's wife had to run to Dubai. She now lives in Dubai. She came back because she wants to launch her book. But she lives in Dubai. So where is safe? If after 6 years you are still blaming, come on, 6 years.
Okay, thank you very much. If I get this right, so you're one of the foremost people that started using social media for political purposes and for airing your opinion. And I'm aware of your role during the time that you were agitating that late President Umaru, that should hand over power to President Goodluck Jonathan, and then that was well used on social media. Also recently, we saw your hashtag unfollow Buhari that saw to like 100 people unfollowing him
in 1 hour.
In 1 hour,
100,000 people unfollowed him.
Yeah, and this time around, hashtag harass Buhari out of. Is it personal? Is there anything personal between you and Buhari, or is it a case of PDP versus APC?
No. I'm not even a member of the PDP. I've been a resident of the United States of America since the age of 9. I was invited back from America in 2011 by President Jonathan to be his spokesman. I have never been a member of the PDP. I schooled in this country, I schooled in the United Kingdom. I lived in California. So I was invited back. I'm not even a member of the PDP. Look, people say that I'm anti-North. I'm not anti-North. My father lived in the North. I grew up in the North. Buhari is not the North. I am anti-bad governance. If Buhari is doing good governance, I would support him. So this is not a matter of PDP or APC. I'll give you a very good example. Muhammadu Buhari himself, when Umaru Musa Yar'Adua was out of the country, he asked Umaru Musa Yar'Adua to resign because he was in Saudi Arabia assessing healthcare. Is it not hypocritical that a man that asked Muhammadu Buhari to resign is now the man that is now coming here to assess healthcare over here?
Okay, thank you. No, it's fine. Let's go on. We are live, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, we're live, and then everybody's opinion is personal and it counts. All right, not to take too much of your time, I have a question here. Are you wanted in Nigeria? There are reports back in Nigeria that you're on the run, hiding here and there. Are these reports true? Are you facing litigation related to allegation of fraud? And then somebody say, are you corrupt? With the question mark. Can you just summarize all that and answer that? When last have you been to Nigeria? Are you on the run or not?
I'm not on the run. This is news to me. Even the Muhammadu Buhari administration has not accused me. I mean, if you're watching this, you can research it, you can Google it. I'm not on the run. I've said it before. I have been investigated down to my underwear. I'm probably the most investigated person that served the last administration. Nothing has been found against me. Nothing has been found. No hints, not even a hint of corruption. Why would I be on the run? I was in this country. I met with the British Prime Minister Boris Johnson. I met with his predecessor when she was Prime Minister Theresa May. I've been around the world meeting world leaders. I was in Spain. I met with Prime Minister Aznar. I met with former Prime Minister Stephen Harper of Canada. I've been around the world. So I mean, there has been nothing, in fact, not even a hint of that at me. So okay. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that might be the Muhammadu Buhari people, their propaganda, but there's nothing like that.
Okay. Do you have political ambitions? Do you see yourself being in Buhari's shoe in the next few years?
No. Listen, I do not have political ambitions. I'm doing this as that's just a civic responsibility. You might know, I spent the whole of last year going around the world. I visited 35 countries because of a girl, Leah Sharibu, and I've been going around the world. So I've been doing this. I am right now. I am a patriot, and my only agenda in this is for Nigeria to be free.
Do you stand for one Nigeria?
Listen, I believe in one Nigeria, but I don't believe in one Nigeria at all costs. So I don't believe in a situation whereby you have people.
Go on, no, don't worry, we are rounding up already. Okay. Yeah.
Well, so I believe in one Nigeria, but I don't believe in one Nigeria at all costs. So I don't have a situation whereby
It's fine. We are rounding up. Just everybody they have the right to protest also. Yeah, just round up your speech, your thoughts, and your final words.
You know what? My people are here. Malam Nasir Al-Rufai claims that the people did not come. I want you to see my people. See my people. Just see my people. Show them your placards. Show them your placards. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Come over. Buhari must go. You said that 5 people came. Is it 5 people?
Okay. All right, Mr. Reno, your final words. Thank you so much. It's a good one. Yeah, thank you. All right, we're still in Abuja House, where we have quite a number of people demanding that the President of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, should leave London. And we have been speaking to people, and I'm still going to be speaking to 1 or 2 more people. All opinions are personal and not that of the BBC. Opinions are personal, they are not that of the BBC. Everyone, they have the right to express themselves. So, hello, hi, good morning. Oh, okay. I'm just going to take
citizens of Nigeria, we're doing our work to send our president back to the hospitals that he has in Nigeria.
Do you think Buhari is in this building?
We are sending our message to Buhari.
Oh.
Wherever he is, he's in London. This is Abuja House. Here's the flag of Nigeria. This is where dignitaries from Nigeria will come.
They want to spend $1.5 billion
in Nigeria.
renovating the Port Harcourt refinery.
Okay. Quite a number of people here.
They are profit making 175,000 barrels per day refinery in Martinez, California for $1.2 billion.
Hi. Do you have something to say? Why are you here? And
according to the Transparency International, Nigeria is now more corrupt than at any time in Nigeria.
oh, you're a journalist?
Sing this song, all of us. We're going down to Abuja House.
Okay. All right. Okay. When this calm down a bit, I would like to have a.
We're going down to Abuja.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
We're going down to Abuja House. We're going down to Abuja House. We're going down to Abuja House. Come on, go! We're going down to Abuja House. We're going down to Abuja House. We're going down to Abuja House to celebrate the house of God. I was going to be here for all those
I know, that's the case.
Okay, yeah, fine. The activity is still ongoing. Okay, are you ready to say something now? Okay, can we know who you are and
I am Citizen Bola. I'm from Revolution Now. The reason why we organize these demonstrations is not for any political purpose. Our only purpose is that we need the person who considers himself to be the president of Nigeria to be treated by Nigerian doctors.
so if you just step back a bit so that we leave the road and then you speak out some more, sir, so that we can hear you because of your mask. Yes, I
Right,
sure.
so we're here because we need our Nigerian president to go back to a Nigerian doctor in a Nigerian hospital. We are disgusted because no other president, unless you come from a failed state, would go to another country to go and treat themselves in a hospital and to boldly declare it on television to the media that is going to another country, a former colonial master who is there taking on board treatment from them. What kind of president is that? Why should he not take the treatment that the average Nigerian has the access to? He has had the funds, he has spent the funds, he has directed the funds. We demand that President Buhari, because that's what he calls himself, President of the Republic of Nigeria, goes back to Nigeria.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Okay, all right. Do you have something to say? Can you tell us why you are participating in this?
From the Socialist Party of England and Wales. We're a sister party of the Socialist Party of Nigeria, and we're in solidarity with the working class and the youth in Nigeria who are standing up, who are having to fight like we are here to defend the right to protest, who are fighting the SARS attacks by the police, and now face this situation. The doctors in Nigeria are on strike starting last week, forced to by the rotten treatment of the health workers during this pandemic, just like the NHS workers here are having to fight for a 15% pay rise. So you can see in every country, it's the workers and the poor who are suffering. It's the workers and the poor who must organise their own political voice. We cannot trust these big business representatives, corrupt and rotten, enjoying the wealth of the world while workers are suffering, losing their lives and their livelihoods in the pandemic. It's the frontline workers who are suffering. Many Nigerian workers are amongst those workers in the NHS, standing shoulder to shoulder with workers fighting for a 15% pay rise, and we support them, and we support the striking doctors in Nigeria, we support the protesting youth in Nigeria, we support the young people here fighting for a decent education, and we would say in support of the Socialist Party in Nigeria that there's time to build a new voice for the working class. It's time to stand up with a voice that says no to privatisation, no to pay cuts, no to raising the price of oil and gas in one of the biggest oil producing countries.
Please subscribe to Face TV Africa and turn the notification on. Face TV Africa, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ subscribe, hete.
Face TV was Swoby.